old wiring loom, as you can see, it's got this grey plastic sheathing around it. I personally do not like it. I think it's going to stand out like a sore thumb. So what I'm doing, I'm going over it. I bought this special wrap, it's basically a wiring loom wrap. Bought it on eBay. Just literally going to go around all of the grey, and you know, anywhere I think it needs redoing as well, like here, then I'm going to redo it, and yeah, basically just tidy it up, make it look a lot nicer. Now you can see here that the quality of that is so much nicer. You're probably wondering, why didn't I just cut this off and wrap it? Well, thing is, this is going to be exposed as well, so obviously I'd rather just give it a bit more added protection. So I don't want to you know, let the cables have any chance of getting water ingress and whatnot. So by putting this over, it just makes it look a lot better, feel a lot better, and give it that added protection. Now I'm going to use a Stanley knife just to cut the end off. There you go. And that should just stick back nicely. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is just inspect the actual loom itself. Like you can see here, this is exposed. I've just got some normal black insulating tape for that. This part of the loom will be inside the frame, so it doesn't matter too much aesthetically what it looks like. However, I still want to make sure it's all good, because here I noticed, you can see it's sort of like, I don't know if that's been burnt out or something. Something looks a bit dodgy there, so I may well have to expose that and just see what's happened. And then I'm going to cover all that again with this lovely wrap. See, this looks like it's been having fun. We've got a bit of like oxidation there, look, on this cable. And then in here, I think that's just, I believe, is that a diode? It looks like it could be a diode. But I'm going to have to expose it all just to double check it, because the last thing you want is any electrical shorts. It looks like it is a diode, so, but still that needs cleaning up, so I'm going to have to cut that back and expose it. Right, very good news. That diode looks like it hasn't set itself on fire. It's just got very hot. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to get some contact cleaner and basically go over this just to make sure it's all nice, and then put it back together and then wrap it. But yeah, it's good news that it's not had any heavy damage or anything like that. Just going to put a bit of switch cleaning lubricant. That's the technical name, look. One more tape. Just get rid of that oxidation. There you go. It's looking brand new. Let that run through. Leave that like that, and then I'm going to re-insulate it with this electrical tape. Then I'm going to probably put a bit of wrap over it, just so it's got no chance of moving about. And there we have it. That's all that repaired. So I'm just going to go over the rest of it now, where anything's exposed, and just give it a bit more black tape. So that's the wiring loom covered. Look at that, it looks so much better than it did before. I'm going to clean all of the contacts now, just so when I put it all back together, there's not going to be any connection. This stuff again, the old switch cleaning loom. Normally there's a straw with this, but I can't find it, so I'm going to have to aim it correctly. So that, my guys and girls, is all ready for fitting now. I'm sure that's going to do. Doing a bit of work on the indicators. So bit different this. I thought I'd put a bit of the wrap which I was using on my electrics to cover up the chrome. I don't like the chrome. I'm going to obviously take the rust off. Took the rust off this one. I'm just going to wrap that around here. I may even do a little bit of a colour in on the side here, but it's just to cover it up really, and also do the cables in it. I'm proper loving this stuff. I mean, look how nice it makes it look compared to that. Hey, okay, I've got my grass brush. Just going over it, get rid of all the rust. Once that's done, she can be wrapped. You go, look, just have a look at this. I mean, this is just with a little go of the brush. It comes up so much better. Get in there, look at that, shining. Someone's hit a wall or something with that, look. It's proper scuffed up. Let's try and get that off. Bit of petrol on a rag. That'll sort it out. That's a bit better. The only thing is it's got a crack on it, this lens. So it's definitely been smashed hard. When I bought the bike, this is how the junction box was, and it was just floating above the frame. It was awful. So I bought a new one here. Got that on eBay. And I've also got this rubber cover to go over it. So I'm taping up the cable with that lovely stuff I love, and then I'm going to put it through the rubber into a nice new junction box. And the cable grommets need spraying as well. Right, just about to take off in here. The washing machine's going. Basically, what I'm going to do now is put my nicely, neatly wrapped wiring loom and the brake cable for the rear brake, and also the choke cable. That was it, the choke. That was the word I was looking for. So I'm going to get these through the frame. I've still got to get the throttle cable through the frame. However, the last person that owned the bike basically had a shorter throttle cable and it was exposed on the frame and it just looked awful. So I've got to get a correct size one for that. Now to get the harness and the cables through the frame, I'm going to use this flexi rod. Push that through, tape the cables to the end. Bob's your auntie. Black tape, side cutters. Right, so as you can see, that is the wiring loom through the frame. It was a little bit fiddly, and you'll notice that I put bubble wrap on the floor halfway through because I didn't want to scratch the frame of the bike. I'm not worried about my floor, however. But yeah, that's basically it. Just got to push that through these little clips in there, bend down, and yeah, it'll be good. Onto the cables after that.